Hello. How's everybody doing? It's like we've got quite a few of you in here. Hopefully you're having a nice Wednesday so far. Sorry for the confusion. My Streamlabs, because I stream through Streamlabs. When I switched over to YouTube, it decided to just delete all my stuff. So I was like, oh crap, I gotta hurry and set up all my like scenes and everything real fast. So but we're good now. We're set up, everything's going good. I made the switch over to YouTube. I think it'll be much better for the semester. I was streaming on Twitch previously, the last time I did an all digital class for the semester. So let's see here. Over my mic, I can turn that down just a little bit. Oh yeah, I have played Ground Branch a little bit. Yeah, had some buddies that were into that for a second. Yeah, tech is very fun sometimes. That's for sure. Yeah, they should be. So that's the nice thing about being on YouTube is I think with being on YouTube for this semester, it should be saved to the channel indefinitely. The problem with Twitch was, one, it was making everybody watch ads. So hopefully YouTube doesn't do that, at least for right now. I don't know what will happen as time moves forward, but Twitch was making everybody watch an ad as they jumped into the stream. YouTube might do the same, I'm not sure. But yeah, YouTube should automatically like save the VOD and just put it on the channel indefinitely. The crappy thing about Twitch is because I was an affiliate and not a partner, it would only save it for 2 weeks. So the video would be up, and then if you needed to watch it down the line, then it was gone after 2 weeks. So that was really frustrating. Then I was having to try to find some format where uploading my streams to YouTube, but then I was having to like condense. It was just not fun. So hopefully YouTube should solve all those issues and we'll just be good to go from there. So unfortunately, no, we're not doing rigging in this class. However, there is a class subsequent to this one that does do some rigging. Well, yeah, I'm super pumped too. Summer classes are fun. It's just kind of I don't know what it is. It's a more chill vibe for sure. And that's just kind of my personality in general. So yeah, I know some people do prefer Twitch. I know. I think YouTube's gonna be the better choice. And they may, just because I'm streaming on YouTube, they may revoke my Twitch may revoke my affiliate status. We'll see though. I'm not quite sure how that works, but yeah, I think YouTube will be better in the long run for this class and for future content for future classes. But yeah, welcome to 3600. I'm super excited. What I want to do, yeah, summer is a vibe for sure. I enjoy summer classes. What I want to do today is go through our syllabus. I want to kind of have a Q&A with myself so all of you can get to know me, get comfortable with me, since we don't get to see each other in person. At least know who you're having to sit and listen to once a week for a couple hours, right? I'd like to ask you a few questions and get to know some of you in chat just through text. What I will do is jump into our channel's Discord, which we'll talk about here in a second, and I'll put myself in the voice chat, and then if you guys want to ask questions through voice, it should come through on the stream, however you want to do that. So but we'll do that here in a minute. Let me first get into our stuff here, into the class. So if you're having a problem with the Canvas page or you didn't check it out earlier, because I didn't get it up until late last night, maybe. Might have been a little bit earlier than last night. I can't remember exactly when I got it all figured out. Might have been in the afternoon yesterday. But I finally got our page up and situated for this semester. Got to do my dual factor here. There is a Rowlet. He's my favorite Pokemon. That's my guy back there. I got a card too that my son got for me. It was like a 25th anniversary one, because he knows I love Rowlet. That's my dude. So that sits back there. I've used a few auto rigs too. I haven't tried blenders, but I've done Miximo's auto rigging stuff before. They can work. They can be a little clunky sometimes too. Bear with me if I'm a little sniffly today. I've got some allergies going on. It's that time of year for sure, so. Oh, nice. Looks like we got your TA in here. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So, here's our Canvas page, right? If you didn't know, I guess you wouldn't be on here, but we are going to be streaming every week here on YouTube, right? This is an all online course. So, everything that we do here is going to be through YouTube. We are strictly online, so don't show up to the school. Don't expect to be meeting in person anytime soon. Even if you need help from the TAs or myself, I would imagine most of those are going to be done online through Discord or some other form of communication. Okay. Looks like you've got Yufei, who's going to be your TA for this semester. They should be on Discord. You can message them with anything you need, and you can set up appointments with them, right? You've got myself. It's just me teaching, so you've got to deal with me for the semester. Hopefully that's a good thing. We'll see by the end how sick you get of me. So but the easiest form of contact for myself is going to be through our Discord channel, okay? And I've had to explain this a few times, a few semesters. Sometimes students have gotten frustrated with me, but then I always try to refer back to here, okay? Discord is an immediate notification that pops up on my phone, okay? If you need me, hit me up on Discord, okay? I have 4 different email accounts. I've got my school email, the Canvas email. I've also got my Gmail, and I've got a work email, and then I've got a second email account that's for stuff. So I just get bombarded with emails, especially through work. So Discord is one that's really easy to get a hold of me on. You can ask previous students in the class. Hopefully I've been pretty responsive on there. I try to get back with you within the day, if not within the hour that you message me. Some of you may have already messaged me, and I've done my best to respond. So use this Discord link. Get in the Discord, be active in there, chat in there, use that to get a hold of me. I'm pretty flexible in there, okay? If you email me, just understand that I will get back to you, but it will not be as quick as reaching out to me through Discord, okay? It's going to be a couple days probably before I get back to you in an email, okay? .001 and .002. I don't think so. Do I have an .002? I don't know of any 3600 section. I just have the 001. But that might be something worth looking into. I'm not sure. Maybe they broke you up into 2 different sections as students, but everything should just be going to this Canvas page. I'm pretty sure. If I go to people here, there should be like quite a few of you in here. Yeah. I don't see 2 different sections. Huh. Interesting. I'm not sure how that worked. They could have broken you out because there were so many of you that they added a second section, right? But it's all one digital thing for me. I don't know. We could maybe look into that a little bit further if needed. But okay. So if you need it, you've got my YouTube channel link. Okay. This is where we're going to be every week. Streams should save to the channel page. And then the Discord invite. Those 2 things are going to be crucial for the class, right? Because that's where we're holding the class. And then that's where you're going to communicate with myself and your peers, right? So, the next thing that we could kind of talk about here is just in general what the class is about, right? You are taking EAE 3600. Okay, this is a 3D modeling class that is for video games, animation, film. Okay, we're going to be doing a couple different 3D modeling projects in the class. The class is mainly going to consist of 2 different projects. Okay, you've got the first project, which is going to be broken up in weekly stages all through the semester. Okay, and we'll be building a human from scratch. That's the project. So that will be following every week, right? You're going to be following along as I model. Okay, and then there will be weekly check-ins that go on, okay, throughout the semester for that. And then the second project is going to be another character that you're going to build outside of class. So taking the foundations that we're learning in class and taking a few hours a week to model your own character outside of class, okay? And we'll get into more details about that character, but that's the gist of it. That is the bulk of the class. There are some intermediate assignments in between there. But most of them pertain to either your in-class character or your out-of-class character, right? So there's no final in here. You're not taking a final test. There's no quizzes or anything in here, okay? This class is heavily project-based. So you're going to be working on that in-class character and the out-of-class character, right? With weekly check-in points. Something else to note is that there's no check-ins for that outside of class project. So that's going to be, I mean, you're in college now, so you're going to have to try to, schedule that out. I can't do it for you, right? So you got to no, actually, Fly, you guys will be using Maya. So I don't know if I said that, but no Blender, unfortunately. I know a lot of people enjoy using Blender. It's free and cheap. The nice thing is that now that you are a student at the University of Utah, you get a free license to Autodesk Maya. So we'll talk about that. But yeah, no Blender. We'll be using Maya for this class. The idea is to teach you Maya, okay? The U is a Maya school. As much as that, can upset some people or some people love it, right? The U is a Maya school. We strictly use Maya for most of the stuff here. Maya and ZBrush are the 2 that we probably use the most. Okay, so the idea is that I want you to leave out of here with the ability to use the software. You're going to learn some different concepts, the way to solve problems in 3D, the way to approach creating forms and sculpts inside of 3D, okay? Maya is pretty much the only software we will be using in this class, yes. Maya is similar to 3ds Max, but not quite the same. Ramek, great question. You will be working on them simultaneously. So I'll kind of tell you a point where you should start working on your out of class model. But yeah, you'll be working on those two simultaneously. And that character, that out of class character, we'll talk about here in a second, but that character can range from whatever. I'm not going to put a huge limit on what that character can be. You are going to do some sketches for it. So there's a couple different options we'll talk about. You can either sketch it yourself or choose a piece of concept art to model from. But we'll talk about that here in a second. Okay, so kind of the way this is broken down, right? So there's a couple assignments. So your grades are going to be broken down into something like this. It's reflected in your assignment page as well, but your 2 projects are going to be worth 60% of your grade, okay? That's pretty heavy, right? So 60% of your grade is both of those projects just turned in at the end of the semester. There are some check-in points that are also going to be another additional 30% of your grade, okay? Those are weekly. I think they're actually bi-weekly check-ins. They say weekly evals here. I think I update it to being bi-weekly. So every 2 weeks, you'll be turning in a check-in. Okay. And then we've got attendance questions here on the stream, just to make sure you're watching the videos. Make sure you're here. If you're not here, make sure you're watching the video back so you're getting the information that you need. Because one thing that happens to students when something's online, they stop showing up to the lectures, they stop watching the videos, they get behind. Now that comes to the end of the semester, they haven't done anything, and they got to try to watch, 12 weeks worth of information in 2 days. It's happened, okay? This happens to students. It's happened every time I've taught a summer semester where I'm doing it online. So these attendance questions are worth 10% of your grade. They're easy to do. They're going to be random stuff. I'll put them sporadically throughout the stream. And you'll just be paying attention, and I'll put it up on the screen. I'll say, hey, here's your attendance question for this week, or here's the answer to your attendance question, or here's what I want you to type in there for this week. It's going to be a phrase or a word or something just to say, okay, yeah, you did it. Okay. That's your grades. I've got some grading rubrics. The thing is, we are an art class, so everything's going to be graded, right? Basically on, did you follow the instructions of my assignment, right? Did you put in a perceived amount of effort? Like, did you actually, give it your best shot? The model quality is also going to be taken into account, which you will learn as we go through the semester, how to place polygons, how to make edge loops and have nice edge flow, okay? It will just be an assignment, Austin. Just going to be an assignment. It should already be there if you look it up over here. You should be able to see them in the assignments page. They're just listed out here. It's just a text entry into Canvas. So that's how that will work. Jaden, also good question. Doesn't matter if you get 2022 or 2023. I would stick to 2022 for right now. I haven't downloaded 23 yet. Mostly I kind of let those newer versions sit for a minute. Excuse me. I let those newer versions sit for a minute and let them work out a couple bugs before I download them. So I would download 2022 for right now. 2022 has been great for me. So we'll run with that for right now. If for any reason I feel like it's worth swapping back over, we can do that, but not at this moment. Okay. All right. Aesthetics is going to be another thing, right? Like, how does your model actually look good? Did you spend some time on it, right? Is it pleasing to look at? And then creative. were you creative? Did you try to achieve your desired visual goal, right? And then your technical execution. So how well did you actually use the software? Okay. So those things are going to go into your grading. Here's your grade scale. If you care about that, you've got, you know, whatever. Some people will try to like min max this to figure out what they need to do and not need to do to get the grade they want. Whatever you want to do, I guess. Unfortunately, if you axe one of these things, you're looking at like a 70% in the class. So if you get it perfect, so you're going to want to turn in all your assignments. Materials needed. So like I said before, we're just going to be using Maya. So if you need a link to try to download Maya. Oh, really? Brian doesn't like 2022, huh? Broke a lot of his scripts he wrote for 21. See, I don't use a ton of scripts inside of Maya. So I kind of use it just vanilla out of the box, but that would make sense. I would be frustrated too if it did that to me. I really like 2022's new UV features that it has. So that's kind of why I like it. Anyways, here's your link to Autodesk software. All you have to do is give them some verification that you're a student. Sorry, have little kids coming in and talking to me. You got Maya 23. That's fine. It shouldn't be an issue. I'll end up downloading 23 probably just to make sure that in case some of you do download 23 and turn in a file, I can open your stuff. So do you need to paint the texture for the character assignment? No. No, you do not. Good question. Okay. Course policies. Just talk through some stuff with me and my expectations for you. Okay. Attendance. Like I said, there's a ton of stuff that's going to be talked about in these lectures. A lot of tools, a lot of things that we're going to be going over. So if you miss the class, I understand, you know, you guys are, you know, you're big kids at this point. Okay. I don't care if you're going to miss, just let me know. Just shoot me a little message on Discord. Hey, I'm not going to be there, but I'll watch the video after the fact. Okay. Most of the time, I will be pretty understanding and just shoot you the attendance question for the week anyways. So just reach out to me. Okay. Past student work, concept art, final models. I don't know if I have any of that saved. I could probably pull some stuff up. It's been a minute since I've taught 3600. So let me see if I can dig some of that up. But yes, I can find some of that for you. I will have to go back and dig a little bit. And when I do find it, I'll just post some screenshots in the Discord channel. Cool. Mill, we will not be going over UVs in this class, I don't think. There may be a point where we could talk about them. We go over UVs pretty heavily in a couple other courses in EAE. So if you take 1050 from me, we do a whole assignment where you UV and work on UVs. And then I think Asset Pipeline also does some UVs as well. In here, I'm mostly just going over modeling, doing some more advanced modeling techniques, right? Good questions, though. Okay, so attendance. If you watch the video, great. If you're not going to be live for the stream, not a, you know, I would prefer that you are so you can ask questions and get your questions answered, right? But just let me know that you're going to be absent. Okay. Effort and practice. Okay. Art is a muscle that needs to be flexed. You've got to exercise and practice and practice and practice to get better at art. The first time you open up Maya, you are not going to be nearly as good as the next time you open up Maya. Okay. So it's a skill that you build upon, right? So practice, practice, practice. They say that in everything, but art is necessary for sure. Okay. If you have the ability to show that you have effort and perceived effort, it can make up for a lot of lack in artistic skill. Okay. If you are trying your hardest, right? And I can tell. So, participation. Participation is kind of interesting talking about this as far as an online course. But really your participation is going to be by answering your attendance questions, being active in the Discord, right? Those kinds of things. Okay. As far as submitting your assignments, I do want you to submit your assignments in a certain format. Okay. Just so I can keep things sorted. If everybody names their assignment human 1, I have no way to keep track of things, right? So please make sure you're giving me some good naming conventions when you're turning things in so I can keep track, as well as your TAs. Okay. Late work and resubmissions. This is usually a big topic for students. I am pretty laid back. Okay. As long as you submit your assignment on time, if you want to resubmit it to get a better grade on something, we can work that out. Okay. If you turn in one of the checkpoints is your hand model for your human, you'll turn in a full hand. Okay. If you turn that in, don't get a great grade on it and you want to resubmit it, as long as you turn it in on time, I'm happy to let you resubmit, right? A lot of things in the real world are not end all be all. The first time you submit, you're allowed to make revisions sometimes. Okay. In some cases it is one and done, but most of the time you are given the chance to make a revision, especially in art. Okay. So, I'm happy to give you that opportunity. Okay. As far as alternative assignments, if you feel like what I'm giving you is way too easy, we can talk about that. I can make stuff harder for you. I've never had somebody do this, so hopefully it's okay. The syllabus, like I said, is subject to change. Some of these assignments may change. Due dates may change, so just be aware of that. Make sure you're staying active on the Canvas. Things might change, okay? Depending on holidays that I didn't account for, things like that, but hopefully we should be good. Okay. Equal access. Let's talk about that. If you have a disability or you have something that you need an accommodation for, happy to work with you. Just reach out to me through email. I'll sign whatever paperwork you need done. That's not an issue. I'm happy to work with you. Okay. If you need something, if you need more time on assignments or tests or whatever that the Center for Disability Services needs from me, I'm happy to work with you on. Okay. Easy done. The next thing that I need to talk about, sexual misconduct. Let's really, I hate that we have to talk about this. It's a little bit different since we're all online, but it can still happen online. Just make sure that you're being, just be good people. Okay. And more than anything, just treat each other kindly. That's really what it comes down to, right? The golden rule: treat others how you would like to be treated. If something is bothering you or someone is treating you in a way that you do not want or appreciate, please let me know. Or if you don't want to let me know, there's some numbers here you can contact. I will do whatever I can to help the situation. It's only happened a couple of times and it's terrible when it does. But I want to make sure we get it handled for you. Okay. And the last thing is the misconduct policy. Okay. Yeah. The last thing is our EAE misconduct policy. Okay. I'm going to, this sucks every semester, but it's inevitable. Some of you are going to cheat and I don't know why. And I don't know what I need to do to, like beg you to not, but some of you will. Okay. And really the policy is that I have to report you to the school and then it gets messy from there. You can get expelled, you can lose scholarships, all that fun stuff. Okay. Misconduct in an art class or cheating in an art class is a little bit different than your normal class, right? But that, you know, encompasses downloading somebody's 3D model, and turning it in as your own, turning in your buddy's work because you missed a week. Okay. There are ways for me to tell that you've done that. Okay. If you go ahead onto like Turbo Squid or some sort of 3D art asset website and you download that asset and you turn it in as your own, I'm going to know. Okay. I've been doing this for a while now. Somebody tried to turn in a full complete model of Marcus Phoenix from Gears of War as their model, right? I'm not dumb. I may look dumb, but I'm not dumb. And I'll figure it out, and then it gets ugly and you've got to get reported. You get a 0, you fail the class. It's not very fun. Okay. I'm really laid back most of the time. But when it comes to cheating, I can't be. Okay. So if you need extra time on something, I will work with you. If you need another week, if you need an extension, if you feel like you've gotten to the point where there's no other option for you except to cheat, please talk to me first and we will probably be able to work something out. Even if it comes to you have to take an incomplete in the course because you can't finish the assignments on time. I've worked with students in the past. Okay. I'd rather do that than have you cheat on an assignment and get kicked out of the school. Okay. Yeah, class goes to 5:30, but we'll probably be done before that. In all reality, we're just going to go over syllabus and then I got a few questions for y'all. Okay. Nope. 10:50 is from 6 to 9. EAE 10:50 is 6 to 9, I believe. And then 3600 is 3 to 5:30. Did you miss something? I'm not sure. I can double check here, but I am almost dead positive that the course for yeah. So 10:50, if you are in my EAE 10:50 class, you are from 6 to 9 tonight. Okay. If you are in my EAE 3600 class, you are right now from 3 to 5:30. So, sorry for the confusion. The streams will be titled properly. So this one should say, welcome to 3600. The next one will be at 6. So if you're in the wrong class, I'll see you at 6. Okay. All right. So one last plea to all of you not to cheat. Okay. Please don't cheat. Talk to me. Let's get it worked out so we don't have to have the mess. Okay. I'll work with you. I promise. Okay. All right. Any questions as far as the syllabus goes? Just start throwing them into chat and I'll do my best to answer what you got for me. Okay. I've been trying to answer as we go, but oh, here's what I'll do too. I'll jump into the class stream and mute myself. Okay. So you can ask questions here too if you need to. Pretty sure I've got my Should be good. If not, I've got a few questions for you all, and I can give you guys a little bit of background about myself as well. So, stage or pose? Not necessarily, but we can talk about that when we get to it. I haven't in the past. I've just kind of left them T-pose. But if you wanted to, I don't think it's a bad idea, and we can talk about that. Maybe kick some extra points for posing and stuff, if you wanted to do so. Yeah, we could kick some extra points or do extra credit for doing some stuff like that. I wouldn't mind issuing some extra points for going over above and beyond. So yeah, this class is a pure modeling class for sure. Yep, we're just going to be doing modeling. Nothing crazy outside of that. We're not doing a ton of texturing. If we're not doing any texturing, to be honest with you. Not really leaving Maya. We may jump into Photoshop for a second, but nothing too crazy. Okay. The attendance question will be usually near the end of the stream, I would imagine. We'll do those every week. That's fine. Yeah. The doesn't need to be original. If you want to do something that like that, like a Tauren or an Orc, that's fine. I'm fine with that. I'm not as worried about it being like your own original design. If you want to follow a piece of concept art, I'm cool with that as well. But if you do want to do your own design, I'm happy to work with you on that front too. So good questions. What else you got for me? If not, I can give you guys a little bit of background in the meantime. If you didn't know by now, my name's Chase. I went through the same program that y'all did, that are going through right now. I'm a graduate of the EAE program. I did my undergrad at the U. I also did my master's program at the U in game art. Okay. I graduated in 2019 from the master's program. I've been teaching since I started grad school. So that was in 2017. So it's been almost 5 years that I've been teaching now. It's been an awesome experience. I've had a lot of fun. I've learned a ton. I went through the undergrad program. Took me about 6 years. I originally wanted to go to school for physical therapy and then kind of fell out of that. And then I tried to do programming for a minute. Didn't quite stick either. Ended up going back to EAE, finishing it out, and really enjoying every minute of it. But I also felt at the same time that I needed a little bit more experience, a little bit more time to learn and grow. And so that's why I went through the master's program. And the master's program was a really, really good experience for me. It was a hard 2 years, but it was really beneficial. Taught me a lot about myself. Taught me a lot about my abilities. It also, just made me grow as an artist as well. So currently I'm not in the industry. That's a good question. I made the choice while I was in grad school that I was going to pursue a career outside of the games industry. One of two reasons. When I was a senior in my undergrad, I had my first kid. Okay. And my thought process changed quite a bit at that point. Now I have, before that it was just me and my wife. But then I had, another mouth to feed and take care of and make sure that they had somewhere to live, they had food, right? They had diapers. And I was working full-time for an engineering firm. And so I kind of stayed with that engineering firm through grad school, through my undergrad, and they offered me a great starting salary when I got out of grad school. And I still do 3D through that engineering firm. I just work in electrical engineering. So instead of doing, video games, I'm 3D modeling pieces of electrical equipment. I'm modeling conduit inside of buildings. I'm doing lighting design, those types of things. I also do architectural visualization, where I'm putting clients into virtual reality with objects that I've modeled, with lighting designs that I've created so that they can see those things before they get built in construction. So, I'm not in the industry, but I, to be frank, I make more money doing what I would do in the games industry as a entry level artist, right? So I kind of stuck with that path. And then I also had this thing that I started really enjoying, which was teaching, right? I have a really good time doing this, and so I didn't want to stop when I left grad school, and so I just kind of stuck on with EAE, and they haven't gotten rid of me yet, so I've really enjoyed it. So that's kind of been my path. While I was in grad school, I had another kid, a little girl. So I had my son and my daughter. And at that point, it just kind of solidified it, hey, I don't really want to move my family out of state. All my family's here. All my wife's family's here. I kind of want to keep them here. I really don't have any desire to move to California, to be completely honest with you. And so I stuck here and stayed here and went through with my company that gave me my job and put me through grad school, and now I'm here. Almost have the same path. You started in PT, went into physics, programming, now EA. That's awesome. Yeah, Austin, it's definitely doable. You can do it. I think a lot of kids get fixated on, hey, I want to make video games, and then they don't think about other practical uses for their skill set, right? 3D modeling doesn't just happen in video games. It happens in production. It happens in product design. It happens in commercials. It happens in tons of different things that you can name a lot. Engineering. So there is definitely more opportunity for you than just in games. Being an artist in the games industry would be awesome, but it is also it's tough sledding until you can get into one of those senior level jobs, right? And even then, if your art style doesn't fit the next project they're working on, you're probably getting canned and having to find a new job, which, if you're a good artist, won't be hard, but that means you may end up having to pick up and move your family again, which would not be fun, right? So yeah. So that's me. On the off days, do I still work in Maya? I do some things in Maya, but that's for school. At my company right now that I work for, I use a lot of Autodesk Revit. I also use some 3ds Max. I use some Unreal Engine sometimes. I use another program called Enscape. Sometimes we have used SolidWorks in the past, yeah. So yes. But anyways, like I said, on the off days, I like to play video games. I am a nerd. I like manga, if you can't see it on my desk behind me. I'm a weeb, enjoy anime, all that kind of stuff, right? I'm a big nerd, which is fine. Love video games. I also like to do things outside with my family. My son's currently playing baseball, so that's a lot of fun. I like the outdoors. Like to skateboard, snowboard, do those things. How's Cinema 4D? I don't use Cinema 4D a whole lot, to be honest with you. Good question, though. I've got some questions for you, though. Okay. So, in the chat, what I'd like you to do, I usually do this every new semester, just to try to get to know my students a little bit better. I'd like you to tell me your IRL name. Okay, so I'll give you here, we'll pull up a notepad and I'll give you some stuff here. Put this in the chat. So you're going to tell me your IRL name, you're going to tell me your major, and you're going to tell me your favorite video game all time. Okay? I don't think that's weird, mister. Not at all. There's a saying that kind of goes around that says people tend to make video games or play them. I think you can do both, but it is not a bad thing if you just like to make them and do 3D art. That's not bad at all. Wow, I didn't even spell favorite right. That's why I have an art degree. Okay. All time. Yeah, I'm going to put you in an existential crisis for a minute. Start throwing those in the chat. We'll talk about it. Victor, doing game design. Awesome. Pokemon White. Okay. Okay. I can see that. I've got something fun for you guys back here. This is original copy, my copy, right here. That's my favorite Pokemon game right there. In real life. IRL means in real life. Sorry. In real life. Because a lot of you have like your YouTube names on here, right? Oh, let's go through here. Nice. We're getting some coming through. Okay. Got them all. Nice to meet all of you. Isaac. Film and Media Arts. Emphasis in animation. That was my degree. I didn't even know that that was a thing anymore. I thought they had changed that to the games degree. Games. Hearthstone is your favorite game. Okay. To the Moon is the best storytelling game. Okay. I could see that. Game design. Uncharted 4. Elden Ring. Let's go. I love Elden Ring. I see that Magnum Hall amiibo in the back. You do. I'm a Monster Hunter fan. League of Legends. Okay. Great Ace Attorney. I love that. Games Major. Witcher 3. Super Smash Bros. Which one? League of Legends. Monster Hunter World. Metal Gear Solid. I love Metal Gear. CSGO. Clash Royale. Okay. League. Game design and God of War. League of Legends and Lost Ark. Okay. League of Legends. Answered in the Discord server. Let's see here. I guess I shouldn't show that if you didn't want to have it in the stream. Sorry. Film and Media Arts, the emphasis. Earthbound is your favorite game. Awesome. I love Earthbound too. Environmental biology. Okay, Skylar. What are you doing in this class? That is crazy. Are you just taking this for fun? Animal Crossing. Okay. Persona 5. All these are great. I love all these games you guys are talking about. Even DCS is better than that. Environmental biology. You've got me intrigued. What are you doing in a 3D modeling class? The anticipation is killing me. They are typing right now. Dishonored. That's a good game. Like Dishonored. Film and media major. There's a couple of you that are film and media majors, which is interesting to me. I thought that they pretty much axed that degree to go to just make the EAE games degree, because that's the same degree that I got. EAE Animation Minor, Subnautica. It's a good game. I haven't played a ton of it, but I have played a little bit. Game design. The Hidetaka Miyazaki amusement park. Elden Ring. True. But I love it. I love Elden Ring. I am a huge Dark Souls fan, if you could not tell by the bonfire picture for our server, the fact that I named it Bonfire with our Dark Souls. I'm a huge Dark Souls fan. It's my favorite game series of all time. So Elden Ring is just, I love it. It's awesome. I've had so much fun with it. It's been a really, really good experience. It's hard as hell, but I enjoy it. Really like Monster Hunter. I can appreciate that as a Dark Souls fan. They have very similar vibes to them. I too like Monster Hunter. Undertale, for sure. The poison swamps. They're rough, that's for sure. I do enjoy me some Monster Hunter. That's for sure. That's awesome, Skylar. Well, I'm glad you're in here. Hopefully you have a good time. That's rare that I see people that aren't usually like computer science or EAE majors. So seeing somebody that was in a completely different discipline is kind of cool. So hopefully you have a good time. Video games are the bond that keeps us all together. That's for sure. Earthbound's great. It's really great. Not many Halo fans. I enjoy Halo. Am I an Elden Lord? I have not beat the game yet, surprisingly. I've been taking my time. I'm close. I think I have Melania, and then I don't know who's after that. A couple more bosses, maybe. Taking my time. Haven't even tried to fight Melania yet, so we'll see. Devil May Cry. Yeah, that's a great series too. I've never played. You're banned. Get them out of here. Never played Halo. Get them out. I'm just kidding. Which one is my favorite? For me is Bloodborne. Ooh. It's got to be a tie for me between Dark Souls 1 and Elden Ring, for sure. There's just something special about Dark Souls 1, and I love all the bosses. I'm a sucker for Artorias and Sif, and I just love the vibe in Dark Souls 1. But Elden Ring has been so much fun, so it's a tie between those two for me, probably. Bloodborne is great. I also really would like to throw in Sekiro. Sekiro's a lot of fun. So... Nice. Well, that's all I have for you guys today. Next week, what I'd like to do is jump into our intro to 3D, talking about Maya. Really, all I wanted to do was get this as a kind of, hey, answer your questions, get set up on the stream, make sure everyone's good with that. Next week, we will start our modeling in Maya. So make sure you have your software downloaded, get all that set up, okay? The answer to your attendance question is going to be Rowlet. Okay. So all you're going to do is type that. And it's not 2 T's, it's just 1 T. Sorry. So you will type that into your assignment on Canvas. So you'll go to week 1 attendance question. Click on that. There will be a text entry. You'll just type in Rowlet, and that will get you your points for this week. Okay. Make sure you get your Maya downloaded. We're ending a little bit early. Really, I usually just try to take the first week as a, hey, here we are. Here's the expectations for the class. Get your software downloaded. Next week, we'll hit the ground running. Okay? Oh, you're going to get it wrong. It's just 1 T. Sorry. I'm just kidding. I don't care as long as it says Rowlet. That's just the answer. Just to make, hey, were you in the stream and did you watch it? Yep, there you go. That's the answer. Rowlet. It's a Pokemon, if you didn't know. We already kind of talked about him earlier in the stream. Okay, everybody. If you don't have any more questions for me, I will see you all next week. We'll go the full 2.5 hours next week because we'll be modeling, working in Maya. Okay. Yeah. If not, yeah, that's it. I'm stoked. Super stoked for the semester. It's gonna be fun. And yeah, I look forward to getting into all of our stuff, seeing what you guys got as far as character designs and things like that, and we should have a blast jumping into Maya. Okay. All right. I will see you all next week. Okay. Have a good one, everybody. Thanks.